Hello. Happy Sunday. I believe it's October 19th, 2025. I usually don't announce the date in the readings, but I feel compelled to point that out. We have here the Queen archetype. I'll stop with that for the archetype. This is about the Queen. Flip over to the Queen and see why is she appearing. So we're talking about the Empress, the Mother Queen, the Sovereign. Like her counterpart, the King, the Queen has a dualistic nature. She presides over the realm with grace and eloquence. If the King is the ego, the Queen is the expression of that ego in the world. Okay, so she presides over the realm with grace and eloquence. Or she falls into petty, contemptuous moods, casting a shadow across the land. So she has two sides. She can cast a shadow across the land, so vibrate maybe negative energy throughout toward others, or she can uplift them in the same breath or in the same vein. So let's see what else about this Queen. I'm drawing so many decks right now. Which side of the Queen are we talking about? Or are we talking about that? Let's see. Thank you. Thoth, light codes, light initiation, great teacher awakening, divine magic. Queen being initiated into. Okay, pronounced Thoth. Okay. Also known as Tehuti. It's the ancient Egyptian god of writing, divine magic, and the moon. We are entering a new moon phase. Acknowledged as the sacred scribe who created writing. Considered to be the great mind behind the hieroglyphics. And the maintainer of the Egyptian universe. It is said he was the priest king of Atlantis and was dedicated to leading the Atlantean people in a loving way that was firm but fair. Dualistic, firm yet fair. I think that's what's going on here with this Queen. Wow, no matter how hard he tried to direct them, many of them didn't obey the spiritual laws of the universe, which inevitably led to the end of their civilization. All right, I'm told to stop there. That's the point. So a leader, a queen, wanting to be balanced, firm yet fair, but there's only so much you can do. You know, others have to abide by spiritual laws or face the consequences. But that won't stop you from being firm yet fair, loving and guiding. Okay, what else are we talking about? What more do you want to say about this? Was that it? Okay. pride, arrogance, ego, stubborn, finality, farewells, leave behind closure, escaping, avoiding, blocking, pushing away. I think this is saying someone's ego, or maybe many people, maybe this queen is guiding them. Think about that loosely, in loose terms, okay? A leader of sorts. But she's dealing with an arrogant, egotistical bunch here. And they want to escape something that is final. Maybe a final verdict or a final ruling, maybe even a spiritual ruling. They want a second chance. But I think they've had many chances is what this is about. That's why this is a finality. And then we have, wow, return and healing. Second chance is also on this card. So either they want to really, truthfully, genuinely do-over, do it right this time, and they do want to heal, or this is saying they have to come back again and heal, like go through another lifetime of healing, or start from the bottom, from zero, and then learn lessons. Holy Spirit saying these souls are trapped and it's hopeless. There was too many opportunities given. And this is not a time of try again. Can I get an extension? Spirit saying, I guess the souls are trapped or something. Stuck, tied down, held captive. Maybe demonic hold, bound to some kind of demonic force, or to obsessions of their own, their ego that came out. And ego, we know, does lead to lots of things, greed, addictions, lots of things. So hopeless, gotta come back, gotta do over, start from zero or something like that to heal. Okay, so that's clear. All right, I'll get the tarot. I was just asking Spirit, is this queen? Now I think about a leader of a bunch that is stubborn. And I also think of, like, you know, the queens of the Tower, the Pentacles, Cups. Could be a queen in the reverse that really was not trying to lead in the right way. Maybe she was in her ego. So let's see. That's when I was told, well, why don't you get the cards? Why don't we see? Okay. Tell me what's going on with this Spirit. 3 of Cups. So a group of friends, co-workers, a network. The Devil. Okay, a devilish group. Wow. You didn't see it, but it flipped over in the reverse with emphasis. The Hierophant in reverse. So we have a group, the Devil, and a Hierophant in reverse. That's like a warlock or a high priest that's not a good priest. Someone that is spiritual, but in the wrong way. For a spiritual devil, 3 of Swords. Disappointed at the very least, heartbroken, separated perhaps. That could also be the 3 of Swords. Judgment. Yep, it's the time, the finality. That's what I was sensing. So, but what about this queen? They put out the Queen of Wands. Thank you, Spirit. Okay. So Leo, Sag, Aries, or someone embodying the Queen of Wands. Queen of Wands in the reverse is a witch or someone that's definitely into dark magic. So judgment for her. And the Emperor, a father figure, a leader in the community as well. Wow. Wow. Eight of Cups came out with the Ten of Swords. There's a painful ending of some kind. That's going to force them to walk away from whatever devilish deeds they've been into. And then Two of Swords, they're blocked from doing any more of that. Also, Two of Swords, they don't know what's next for them. Wow, that's why they want another chance, because they're like, I don't know what's next, but I do know I've been in a whole lot of nothing or a lot of bad things. I've been up to no good, and now it's time to pay the piper, and I don't know what's next. So instead of me facing that, can I have a do-over? Like you gave me that opportunity before, and all I did was ruin it and make more trouble and get into more malice. Holy Spirit says, no. No, thank you, ma'am, sir. Let's just get some names, and then I'm going to wrap this one up. Come back with a different energy that we'll pick up. But Spirit wants this to be said. I'm only going with what the cards lead me in. The energy. Okay. Some names. This could be people involved that are not part of this group, that is not the Queen of Wands in reverse. I say in reverse because the real Queen of Wands rules with heart, passion. Yes, she's spiritual, but with God, the good kind of spirituality, not the dark kind. Her prayers would never be to end anyone. It would only be to uplift and support. Never ever would she pray for anybody's downfall or poverty or ill health. That's definitely a devil. Okay. We have Nalu, Pono, Manu, Hali, Lani, Kioki, Kanoa. Okay. First time I got those names. They could be people that have been targeted by this devil group. Tabo, Sifo, Leroy, Manla, Cabello, Jabulani, Neo, Siabanga, Issa, Ifiani, Ifiani, Amadou, Kofi, Olu. These sound like ethnic, like diverse names. I'll do one more. Aaliyah, Zuri, Imani, Jade, Sasha, Nia, Asha, Kiara, or Kiara. And that's going to be a wrap for this one, everyone. It is the end of a cycle. It is a new moon. New things abound. New energy begins. I'll see you in the next reading.